And what do we got? Giant gold nuggets. Those hardly even fit in the bucket. Yep, I could live with these. All right. Okay, we're gonna make a mountain of gold over here. Big plans for today. But the first thing we need to do is go and find my missing coins. I need them to buy stuff. And believe it or not, they're more or less right where I left them. So that's pretty convenient. $352 I don't need to remine. Before I return to home base, I think I want to buy scales. That way I can actually weigh what it is I'm playing with. And I can make slightly more informed decisions about what it is I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna leave our coins here for a while. I literally just watched my bed fall straight through the ground. So I need to buy another one of those now, which is awesome because my coins are on the other side of the world. So before it gets too dark, let's use what iron I have and smelt it into some kind of tool and sell it for a bed. And the first pan of the day yielded some good results, 2 giant gold nuggets. And the ground also ate my little smelting cast thing, so I've got a bunch of smelted stuff I can't use. What if we can just pour it in something else? Can I pour it in there? No. Well, whatever. You go there for now. We'll figure out what to do with you later. How much does that thing weigh? It tells you even the value of it. $34. Okay, I'm going to sell both my current giant gold nuggets for a bed. Not exactly the quick start I wanted, but we'll get there soon. I want an automated process. $71 for 2 giant gold nuggets. If I get $71 per bucket of material, I'll be doing pretty good today. And now that I've got my new bed, I'm just going to mine resources for a while till I build up some money. So far, my ground, so deep down, only produces giant gold nuggets. But it's also getting a little bit hard to mine because the ceiling's kind of here. So I'm actually going to come in and open it up. I really only want the ground that's like a foot above the bottom. So I'm just going to pickaxe some of this away so I can easily get to the good stuff. I'm sure there's some good gold in this stuff too, but you know what? I only want the best of the best for now because we'll move on to better ground. That looks like a pretty good bucket of gold. Let's go weigh this and see how much it is and then probably smelt it. Actually, I guess we got to sell some of it first anyways because we need a new casting block. 1 gold nugget, $39. A casting block, another $42. Well spent. And coincidentally, I just found an emerald, so I can use that to attach to some of my jewelry for extra money, and it's a pretty good sized one. Now, my single iron bar I finally crafted, it's $52. If I turn it into this thing, it would be worth more, but I'm pretty sure the ground also ate my blacksmithing hammer. I have yet to confirm that, but I can see 2 beds and my smelting block. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna tunnel over to the zone that's eating all my stuff, sacrificing a whole bunch of dirt in doing so, but I want my stuff back. It's getting too expensive to have to go buy all new stuff every time I want to make something. The last thing you'd expect to encounter while mining underground is a bed. I just sold my iron bar because I wanted some money. Now I'm just gonna start smelting my gold while going collect the rest of the money on the other side of the world. Finally made it back from my little adventure. We're gonna buy another one of these. I don't know what this is, but it's the first one of these I found. Shard, mysterious crystal shard used to power pressure tanks. Alright, well I'm glad I didn't find any pressure tanks before now because I would have needed one of these anyway. It glows. Fun fact. If you smelt a bunch of gold and leave it in your pot and then restart the game, it disappears from the pot. Luckily, I know where to get more. I also just uncovered a decent sized ruby that I've already cut, so now I have choices for what I want to do with all this gold. But for the time being, I've finally smelted a gold bar. We'll see how much that weighs. We'll probably make a second one, that way we can combine it with the jewelry. That's worth 404 by itself, so that's lots. And this looks like it could be a pretty big sapphire. I don't even know if I've found one of these yet. Yep, that's going to be a pretty big size compared to the others underground. That's a big one. By itself is worth only $56. Oh, well, you know what? One day we'll find something of value. And I think this morning we're ready to make one more gold bar, which is going to turn into this necklace with the sapphire. Before we do that, let's weigh gold bar number 2 to see exactly what its crude value is. 414, about the same as the other. So this necklace should be worth over 1,000 by the time it's done, which is going to be about right now. I think it looked better with the ruby, but this one should be the most valuable one we made yet. Can we weigh this? Will it give me a value right now? $1,210. That is a decent little stack of money. Then button with my other little stack, we have $1,389. I think it's time we figure out how to make pipes work, because water's the key to everything here, so pipes are going to move that water for me. I just have no idea how yet. So we're going to start with this single piece for $36. We're going to go put it in the water and see exactly what we can do with this. I'm picturing something like this. Okay, great. Not really sure how the water part happens, but we'll figure that out next. Because you kind of picture there being like a pump somewhere, but I'm not seeing one. I might have to get that from the other shop. For now, let's pay $22 for this guy and see if we can connect it to the other pipe. I just realized I can actually click this thing into place. So that's probably more so what I need to do. Yep. Look at that water pressure. Outstanding. Give me this and attach it to this. We have our first functioning water pipe. Just need to put a drill or something on the end of that, and then we'll actually have something useful. Next, I've got to move my big grinder out of the way for a minute. Without it doing too much of that, whatever. I'm going to leave it That's fine, as long as it's out of the way for now, because I'm going to need to move a few things around. Really hoping my money stays in the back of this thing, because I need to bring back some parts with money. All right, so what here? Oh, we can increase water pressure with one of these, and I even have the little gem to help with that. Let's try a harvester. Break small chunks of dirt into resources. I'm not really sure what constitutes as small chunks of dirt, but we'll figure that out. And also a funnel, because I'm a mess. $825, hopefully well spent. Yep. That's how you load a truck. So what happens if we just connect that thing directly there? It sounds like it's working. I'm just not really sure what it does. Does it want dirt on the top of it? Oh, we can actually put dirt up there, but I don't think that's actually what we're supposed to do. We'll go ahead and store that dirt right over here. Maybe it wants these guys. Is this what you're after? Little pieces of dirt. Built myself a custom staircase so I can look at the top of this thing. And yes, there is in fact a grinder here. So I'm assuming we need to put pieces of dirt inside. Something like that. Oh yeah, that actually works. And then it spits out the stuff I want there, I think. And then if I want to funnel things, I could put a funnel anywhere I want for some reason. Up there? Not sure I'm going to need that yet because I'm going to be doing this by hand apparently, but interesting. Probably should have went with a drill because a drill should be actively finding me resources, whereas with this, I need to find pieces of dirt. Although that one did spit me out 3 pieces of gold and 1 piece of iron. That mostly all came from right here. This probably will be a faster way to find gems, albeit probably smaller ones because I'm mostly getting surface materials. But I'm starting to see it now. If I can actually get this all set up in just the right way, this could be fairly quick and fairly automated for me. First things first, let's deal with this moody and expensive creature. We're going to go ahead and unstuck this, and then we're going to dive it down as deep as we can to mine some of that valuable dirt. Interestingly, I mined this entire pocket and it gave me this 1 chunk of dirt. So I'm mining of all the minerals from there are in this chunk of dirt. If that's the case, this is going to be actually super efficient. If not, these things might be a huge waste of time. Anyways, that only gave me a few medium-sized pieces of gold. And this one, more of the same, but even less. So I'm not sure if that's worth it. I probably have to get it all the way down to the bottom. That's not easy to do. I'm not really good at hitting the bottom. Because, I mean, that took a whole bunch of work and digging and messing around. This was 1 scoop from the bottom. So we'll maybe just take the gold we have now and smelt it into whatever we can, take the profits from it, and then go buy a drill. This time we're going to make simply the ring with the gem, because I only have 1 gold bar anyway. Another sapphire because it's the biggest, if it would just stay on the anvil. And I'm going to do the same thing with my iron because I have lots of it. Lots of big pieces. This should turn into a fairly valuable whatever it is. I may have done a thing. I've connected my entire pot to a gold bar and I don't know how to get it off. So we'll just smelt it all as one then. It'll probably be extra valuable that way. Ready and go. Go. It doesn't seem to like this. Okay, I seem to have got them separated for now. Hopefully they stay that way. And please just make the thing now. Yeah, there it is. 1 sapphire ring. It's worth $319. That's not much at all. Especially considering it's a ring that's big enough to be a crown. But whatever, money's money. I'll add it to the pile. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure this thing said it yields better results with higher water pressure. So I might as well attach this thing to it. Where's my glowing gem? Yep, that's what I wanted. Let's put that in there. Yep, totally doing this right. I may need to connect this first before it's going to accept it. Oh, no, there we go. No, never mind. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to connect it first. So we're just going to move that 1 space back, and then this thing should fit right in between the two. Something like that. Now, hopefully this gem stays in there. Yeah, that should be it working as far as I know. So let's find another clump of dirt to throw in there. Well, we have some very small ones that we need to take off the road anyway. Here's a bigger one. This will work. I doubt I can take on any bigger dirt, but I just want to try because I want to know. I think it's probably just going to give me slightly better results. First half of the dirt pile, not any better results yet. Just, you know, a small piece of gold, which is average results. And, well, that might have been slightly better. Definitely not the gold we've been getting from the bottom, though. Anyways, iron bar time, which by itself is worth $285. But if we turned it into this sword, $357, it said before it fell off. I actually forgot what it was worth before, but whatever, we're gonna go sell this. So at least for now, I'm considering this thing mostly a bust, at least until I have a better way to find cubes of dirt. That fun looking drill on the other hand, well, we're gonna buy one of those right away. First thing we're gonna need is a water pipe filter because we want filtered water apparently. Then we want a wrench which fixes the stuff we're about to break. And then Goliath drill, extends drill arm downwards, yields more with better water pressure, gets damage from unfiltered water. None of those things are a problem anymore. Do we have enough money? Ooh, only just. That stuff will totally stay in there. I can't wait to play with my new toys. This thing is gonna just Have a timeout over there. The ground's probably going to eat it anyway. Don't really care right now. Next, we'll add the water filter down to there, just like that. Now the water's filtered coming through, and nothing really lines up with anywhere useful. I'm going to move the whole thing over this way probably. That way it can mine actual good ground. That's how it's shaping up so far. I'm going to need a few pipe extensions to move over and down. So we're just going to go ahead and sell these few big gold nuggets and maybe a few of the little ones here just to clean things up. And even this little baby ruby, which is probably worth something, but not a ton. This little load of random stuff is 155. That's more than I had before, so I'll take it. Luckily, these pipes are pretty cheap. These elbows are only $22. This ridiculous thing is what we have so far because I can't find a way to make an elbow go downwards. That might still work anyways. So why does it sound like the water's coming out over here suddenly? I mean, I know it's not... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I know it's not touching the ground, but I kind of don't know how to make the pipe go down. Interesting. Hopefully it goes deeper than that because that's kind of a waste if we did this. Because you can rotate these elbows every direction but up or down. And yes, I did try and lower this whole thing and I did, but as soon as the pipe got in there, I lost a few things, so I can't really go through that. One small improvement I could make is just by putting my gold bucket under that. That way I don't have to run back and forth through the water bucket anymore. I can just continually scrub gold there. But I want to make the drill work before we get to that. Okay, I found a way to actually rotate it the way I want to do it, so we're still okay. This is where I'm at so far. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it is going to work. Now, I should be able to just kind of attach that thing. Is that the right side? Nope. Nope, we got it backwards. Good work though, game. Way to give me the option. So I go like that now, and I just got to turn it on, and it should start drilling down, and it should spit out the good stuff right here. Hopefully it falls into the hole and collects it all by itself, but yeah, all right, I think it's working its magic. I don't even care really like how fast it works or how well it works, as long as it's doing stuff by itself. If I don't have to be manually mining this stuff, I'm happy. Yeah, oh, it's spitting out chunks of dirt. Seriously? I thought it would give me real stuff. Oh man, so I would have to take it over to the processor thing anyways, or just pan this. So this is where we're going to need it to do this, run a conveyor to something else, which is going to be the processor. Yeah, so it's step by step by step. I get it now. We need a lot more money. One day later, and my drill has spat out 2 large rocks. 2 large rocks. So I guess we'll break these down and see if they yield anything. Hopefully this doesn't fly too far. I need to keep an eye on these so I know where to find them again. Outstanding. Does this even fit as one? Yep, sure does. All right, we'll see what's in there. So this should be about 1/4 of what it found in one day. A few little iron pieces. Now where'd that other dirt go? The other half of that piece, more iron and a little ruby. About surface level stuff, so I'm not really that surprised. Gonna try and use that as a back catcher. Well, you know what? At least I know where it went. That's all that really matters. And the final bit, my total yield for my very expensive pump thing is a little bit of iron and a little bit of gold, but not a lot of each. It's not bad, but considering it's been working for a day, I make way more just hand mining. So for now, I'm just going to bring everything here over to where I'm at. That way I can have a source of water so I can hand mine quicker for now to make some profit faster. That's what I'm all about right now. Just making profit so I can buy stuff. Hopefully this rudimentary little system works better. It's just this way the dirt's a lot closer, the water's a lot closer. I can mine much quicker. Still by hand, but a lot quicker. So far it seems to be working pretty great. It's a little awkward because I set it up kind of poorly, but you know what? There's not much I could do about that. Get out of the way, shovel. There's a big gold nugget. A very short time later and we're ready to put some gold in the oven. Definitely just found a pretty big emerald. That's gonna look nice in whatever I make next. There's probably enough gold in here to justify making another bar because it's actually getting hard to see anything else in there. We'll make ourselves one more amulet. Hopefully this emerald is super valuable. Yep, that's totally what I wanted to do. Take the whole furnace with me. Anyways, there. Nope, don't leave that there. But that's one fine emerald necklace. We'll get a little weight and value on it. $845, I'll take it. I didn't mine as much gold as I did for the one earlier. But considering how fast I'm mining now, money is getting pretty easy. Well, now that I'm comfortably on the bottom and consistently finding pieces of ore this big, I think it's time we cash in and set out in search of better ground. This large and very lumpy piece of ground looks like fun, and it's only $970. Turns out I've got just enough. But before I commit to that, is there any water here? Because I kind of need some source of water to make anything work at all. It might be over on that side. This piece of ground is huge though. I can't believe this is only $970. And being that I had to pay for it, it'll hopefully yield me better results than my last piece of ground. There's no water. Maybe that's why that one is as cheap as it is. Let's go find some others and see what they have. This one is $1,200, but I think it does have some water. It is also very large. I bet there's some very, very valuable things at the bottom. We've got water. This one's a winner. And I've already got a plan as to how I want to do this. The first thing I need to do is load up most of my possessions, at least enough to start a basic mining operation. And then we've got to take our newly acquired wealth and buy the ground. Now our truck full of tools needs to go over to that corner. So one way or another, it'll get there. Oh, that was... I was going to do it gently because I didn't want to Well, okay, fine. When I actually try and be careful with things, it doesn't work anyway, so I might as well just go for it. See, there we go. And we're getting nice and close pretty soon. This thing can just get unstuck at any point, but I just didn't want to carry everything back and forth a bunch. And good enough for me. Most of my stuff is going to go on hard ground over here, where the ground is hopefully not going to eat it, but you never really know. Good enough. I've officially found the bottom of my new ground, and it's definitely deeper than my old ground, so there should be lots of valuables down here. It's just going to be a matter of climbing in and out of this thing again and again. It takes a little hopping, but it can be done. This might be twice as deep as my old ground, so it should be hopefully twice as valuable, but let's find out. I'm definitely expecting ginormous gold. Otherwise, what's the point of buying this giant, very deep piece of ground? Definitely takes a little more time walking in and out of that deep tunnel, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be worth it. And what do we got? Giant gold nuggets. Those hardly even fit in the bucket. Yep, I could live with these. All right. Okay, we're going to make a mountain of gold over here. And I bet the gems are going to be equally as big. The iron nuggets are also very large. That one's as big as my shovel. Yep, we've got a lot of dirt out there we can mine. Look at how big this lower area is. Think how many of those giant gold nuggets there are. And we found not one, but 2 gems. I didn't bring my gem cutter with me, but those are definitely very big. I'm not going to be happy until I have a large mountain of gold. And there's the first sapphire of the new claim. And I just found my very first power crystal from over here. It's a big one. My gold pile is now that big, in case you're wondering. You can see it from all the way over here. Alright, well, we've been finding a lot of gold, so I think it's time we see what this is all worth. I'm probably going to have to load it into my truck, so I'll bring that over here and see if we can get it out of here. And I'll also bring my bucket of gems along because I want to see what they look like once they're cut. Well, place them nicer than that though. It's kind of underwhelming when you stack them all together, but trust me, there is a lot of gold there. Hopefully they stack up as nicely on this counter. I want to sell them all as ones for sure. Each one is worth about 72 from what I'm seeing. Is that consistent though? 142. Yep. Consistent-ish. You know what I mean. You know what? Before I get carried away with this, let's maybe go find a grinder. That's not supposed to be there. And grind the gems and sell them. Because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to stack all the gold really neatly in the bucket instead of trying to stack up a giant pile of it right here. So I'll just sell one gold thing for now because I need just a little money for a grinder. All right, let's see what these things look like. They're very, very big. Who'd have thought? I bet they're worth a lot when you smash them into some jewelry. And their value, 120 for one of those, so they're worth more than the gold nuggets because the gold nuggets are worth about 70. Now let's see if this is going to work. Can we stack a bunch of gold in here? Will they all just stack up like they do in the truck? I don't think the game's liking this very much. It kind of stopped making sound. Every once in a while it does, but for the most part, I'm not really liking the way this feels. So the entire value of all the gold I just found, 2,713, which means that I really should go smelt it and put it into a gem, so we're gonna do that. And we'll do it with another ruby. Those things can stay there. Gonna have to guesstimate a little bit as to how many half of these is because we're gonna turn it into 2 gold bars. At least it is very easy to transfer. I do like the way this is set up. Remember when we used to mine this worthless piece of ground? Yeah, me too. All right, everything we need is on there. Now it's just a matter of hitting it. This is definitely going to be the most valuable thing I've made yet. $4,605. So I'm glad I turned it into jewelry because I think we were at $2,700 before. So not quite twice the value, but still pretty valuable. And I've got a pretty big smile on my face right now thinking about all the other things I can do with a game like this.